As you can see on screen, fireworks are going, which means that we did get our firstborn child before the founder stage was over. Welcome back to Mars, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sam, and we're here in episode 4 of our current playthrough of Surviving Mars Green Planet DLC. Last time we had quite an eventful episode where we faced the brutal cold wave, and but at the same time also welcomed our first 12 colonists, our founders, few of which you can see right now on screen going about their daily business as if nothing has happened. But we overcame that, and now it is time to basically look at many other things that we had no time to look at last time, and make a little bit order in the colony, and to see what else the planet has in store for us today. So a quick overview. Like I said, last time we dealt mostly with the cold wave. We welcomed our founders just before the cold wave hit, and but a lot of things have been neglected in the meantime. So let's start to make a little bit order. First thing of business, I would say, is to switch on our our fuel production again. We switched that off. Second of all, we're going to switch on our research lab again, which we also switched off in order to conserve power. One thing concerning me in the moment is that I'm seeing that we don't have enough water, and we have no machine parts, and we have no food. So a lot of things that need to be taken care of right away. I think in order of priority, the water is the most urgent one, and let's find out why it shows that we're lacking one. So we indeed have a demand of 5 and only producing 4. I'm assuming that is the... I know why, and I know how to fix it immediately. It's basically because of the subsurface heaters, which obviously when there is no cold wave we absolutely do not need. So control click shuts off both of them. We have 2. We also built at the end of the cold wave, we built another one next to the water extractor. So just by switching them off right now, as you can see, we actually in the positive in regards to the water. So no problem there, no need to build another water extractor, which of course is always an option. But currently there is no need. We still have plenty of water, and right now our need is not that big. We just have 1 farm, and the dome itself needs like 1 water. The dome needs 1 water, the farm needs 1 water, and something else here needs 1 water. I'm not sure exactly what that is, because the dome in total needs 3. But we're producing 4, so we're good. The fuel has its own water, so it's not being supplied by here. Okay, so that was the first thing. The second order of business is the food, because no food is no good. We currently, it shows 0, even though we still have 8.4 food stored in the service buildings, like the grocer over here, and also the diner has a little bit something stored. So we should be good for a little while. But obviously not having this number at 0, which means basically that our storage is 0, is not a good thing. Let's have a quick look at our farm. See how this is doing. So as you can see, we probably have around, I would say, another sol and a half to go until we having a new harvest, which is 30 food, which will then be plenty for us. So I don't think that currently we need to bring up more food from Earth. We have a total consumption of 2 food per soul, I would assume. Again, we currently have only 12 people, so we do not need that much food. So I think we will be fine until this harvest is coming around. So we're good there as well. And lastly, last but not least, we need the machine parts. If you remember, last time we did order them just before the end of the episode, and they are here. So I'm going to bring them down. I requested them like kind of as an emergency, because we ran out of machine parts which are necessary for the power wind turbines. So I was afraid they would go out if we cannot continue to maintain them. And speaking of the wind turbines, obviously now we are producing way too much power because we built all this for the cold wave. And since these are expensive in terms of maintenance, I think we can shut them off. We don't need them right now, seriously. And then they will require maintenance again once we switch them on again. But in the meantime, at least they will not require any maintenance, and we are good with the power that our solar panels generate and the power that is being stored in the batteries. Currently, their batteries are more than full, 1200 power, which will bring us easily through the night. So no concerns there. So I'm going to shut those off in order to save up and conserve on the machine parts, which are very valuable. As you can see, we have almost no money left. We have only 24 of them, and we currently have no means of producing them, and it will still be some time until we will be able to produce them. Let's destroy this pod. Next thing I think we need to look at is our research, which we also have not had a chance to look at last time because of everything that was going on, and it's time to really look at what really makes sense to research and to get more into the more advanced stuff. I think we are at the point where now a little bit out of the early game, and now it's about sustaining the colony and also expanding the colony. So the Explorer AI is still not researched, and I really definitely want to finish this one because of the extra 100 research what we get. The hygroscopic vaporators, which is an upgrade for the vaporators, which we do not really necessarily need. I just chose that in order to advance in the biotech tree. I'm not sure if this is going to stay as number 2. Let's see what else we have. We have the polymer factory, which is something definitely we can look into. Let's queue that up. Orbital probes or adapted probes is not really necessarily. Money is, like I said, an issue. This is a one-time grant of $1 billion. Let's queue that up because we need to have like a rainy day fund. And this is an upgrade for the wind turbines. However, this upgrade, if we want to use it, also would require more polymers, which we currently also do not produce. So I think we're good with this. Let's leave it as is, even though let me put down the vaporator upgrade a little bit further down and the money a little bit further up, maybe even like this. Okay, so this is the research. What else we need to look into? Let's look into our dome itself. Let us also speed up the game. I don't want it to be too slow and God forbid boring, so let's speed it up and advance. Our founder stage is still going on. We made it halfway through. Currently no babies, so let's see what we can do about that. Like I've mentioned last time, the higher the comfort level, the higher the chance is to conceive a baby. Currently it's at 64. I think the minimum for it is actually 70. Alright, that's a lot. I thought it was 50 or 55. So we need to get this to 70 in order to even have a chance of having a birth. So how can we do this? What can we improve in order to get the comfort level higher? So what we're missing is luxury and gaming. Luxury costs polymers, gaming costs electronics, both of which we do not have too many of. You can see this stuff disappears just because people went, the day started and the people went to work, so they're not looking for this at the moment. It doesn't mean that this need was fulfilled. As soon as they're ending their shift, they will request those things again. Alright, we have a message here.
The first colonists are all gamblers coming to Mars. It's the ultimate roll of the dice.
Yeah, that is a negative trait to be a gambler, of course. Well, nothing we can do about it. That he got this gambler trade. Later on, there is ways to fulfill that need as well through a casino, but this is really in the later game because it has no other, um, positive effect on your colony.
Scan.
So yeah, comfort level is a bit of an issue. Now let's see if we have in total we have, as you can see here, 7 open workspaces. So like I said, we even now don't have enough people to fill all the work spots that we have built. For example, in the infirmary we have our 2 medics exactly like we wanted. However, you could have 2 medics per shift, but we only have 1. In the diner, the same thing. The diner is open only in the morning and in midday, but not in the night, and we only have 1 person for each shift. In the grocer, we have the same, and in the research lab, we have our 3 scientists, which cover the morning shift. And on the farm we have our 3 botanists also covering the shift. So nothing I can really do. I mean, even if I would build an art store or an extra electronic store to fulfill those comfort needs, I have no people to fill them. So nothing I can do about it. So it looks like that we won't have our first baby during the founder stage, so we will have to actually wait until the founder stage is over. Why is it showing me okay, it's okay, oh, it's waiting for food. Okay, all right, so the diner cannot work if it has no food, so food should be coming very, very soon. Well, let's hope it will. It's probably by the end of the food should come. We still have 7, which are all at the grocer, I'm assuming. Yeah. Fortunately, this is not really well balanced out, so that's why the diner currently has no food and the grocer has all the food. So we'll just have to be a little bit patient. But all in all, our colonists are doing fine. Everybody's healthy, morale's up because we got this 20 morale boost at the end of the cold wave, and sanity is also fine. So far so good. We're fine. In terms of the other resources, we have a 30 power deficit, but again we have so much power stored up, so I'm not worried about this. We have more than enough oxygen and water, metals. Also the concrete is finally building up because we're currently not building anything, so the storage goes up. Food we discussed. The rare metals is something we also discussed. We will build an extractor when we get our next batch of people. We will definitely bring up some geologists to extract the rare metals out of the ground. Polymers are fine. Machine parts are for now fine, but I think machine parts is one of the first things we need to start producing ourselves. Same as the polymers. Fuel we have stored up 62, and electronics we have only 12, but as you can see in the very early game, electronics are not that critical, so I'm not so worried about this. All in all, we have 12 people. We have 2 slots still vacant in our 14 bed apartment building, and 7 work spots we have open. Our rocket has made it back to Earth. I will, for now, I guess, keep it there until our founder stage is over, and then I will bring up another batch of people. I don't at the moment. Cannot think of anything that we urgently need to bring up with the rocket other than more people. So our colony is actually doing fine right now. So we will wait for the founder stage to pass. And we are back. As you can see on screen, fireworks are going, which means that we did get our firstborn child before the founder stage was over. There were, I think, maybe 1 or 2 souls left. So even though it says the birth threshold was 70, we got it. We got it. So here it is.
For the first time, a human has been born on Mars. It's truly a unique miracle.
Indeed. And we also got the milestone. We were the first to have a Martian born. I think it was very, very close. China was almost beating us through it, but we made it. So now the founder stage is over, and we can bring in more people. All right. So we have now 13, as you can see. We have a child somewhere in the colony. Just want to see. Okay, we're making wheat again. Let's not do that next time. Let's just change that and hopefully remember to stop it once we get this harvest in. By the way, the other harvest which we were waiting for before also came in. As you can see now, we have more than enough food. We have the diner is full and the grocer is full, and we have still 10 stored up here. So all over good news. Knock on wood. One thing actually which I have not talked about at all since we have started the playthrough is our goals that we got from our mission sponsor. This is something that is easily overlooked. I also overlooked it, but it's basically, in addition to the milestones, that you have another thing you can work towards, and you getting rewarded if you manage to fulfill those missions. All right, first is, and some of them are time-based, like this, for example, which was land a colonist on Mars by Sol 15, which we have not done, so that's why we have missed that goal, and we will not get the jumper shuttle prefab. However, the other ones, as far as I can see, are not time-based, so we can easily fulfill them. It doesn't matter when. First one is research 2 breakthrough technologies, and we're getting 5 free supply pods. 30 map anomalies gets us a new rocket. A mega dome will reward us 10,000 research. And if we research a total of 9 breakthrough technologies, we're getting a 3 billion reward. So this is something that, also to keep in mind. These rewards are pretty nice. Obviously, this is something for the later game, but this is probably something we will do pretty soon. All right. So now that we can bring, in the meantime, also what happened, we found an anomaly which granted us a celebrity applicant, which we will definitely bring up, and also that was it. That was all that happened in the time we were off camera. All right, so now let's look into our next passenger rocket. Now we can bring it up. I think, like last time, what I will do here is I'm going to think about this a little bit and do my sorting and filtering and come back again once I have selected our next batch of colonists. So we'll be back. And we are back. I have chosen my next 12 colonists. Quick rundown of what I have chosen. In terms of specialties, I have chosen 3 engineers, 3 geologists, and 3 scientists. The plan for the remaining space in the dome and how to fill the dome further is basically the 3 scientists will fill another shift in the research lab. That's a no-brainer. The geologist will fill 1 shift in the rare metals extractor that I will build, and the engineers will fill 1 shift in a small machine parts factory, which I'm planning to build. Not sure if I can build it already or I have to bring up a prefab, but that is at least the plan. The other 3 people are people with no specialization, which will fill shifts in the grocer and the diner. That's basically the plan I have for this, our first starting basic dome. Again, the machine parts is an idea. I'm a little bit concerned. I'm not sure if I can actually build it. We'll have to see, and if not, we'll have to bring up a prefab of that. So that's the 12. We'll bring them up and it will give me a warning, yes, that I don't have space. I know, but we will build the space until the rocket is here, so launch anyway. Alright, so let's prepare for our new arrivals. Let's first of all build the apartment complex, which we'll put right here. Let's also build the extractor, rare metals extractor, right here. And let's also build, or let's check regarding the machine parts factory. We cannot build it. That is a bit of an issue. So let's see how much would it cost us if we bring up a prefab of that. Small machine parts factory would cost us 150 million. Oof, we don't have that much money left, but we have one research going, which will give us a one-time funding of 1 billion, so we are going to do that. Otherwise our engineers will have nothing to do, and we don't want that. Let me see, because I think there's a little bit more room left on the pod. If there's anything else I need, let's, just to be safe, bring up a little bit more food, or maybe, also 5 electronics, like that. And we still have more room. Maybe also, no more room. Okay, so let's launch it, and yeah. So I think we have everything prepared for our new arrivals. Engineers will go there, and again, engineers will go here, and the geologists will go there. And then actually also our first dome is already full. We will have no more room, and I think it's a basic dome. It does a lot of things. It does research, it does extracting rare metals, it produces food, it will also produce machine parts. So that's a pretty strong first dome. After that, we will already have to look into expansion, where we will build our next dome. But let's take it one step at a time. In the meantime, not much is happening. Everything is looking fine. Let's have a look at our farm. This is still going. Okay, but we should be fine with the food, even though now we will have more mouth to feed, because this is bringing in some harvest. The rocket will bring with it 12 additional food, and after that we will produce soybeans, which have a bigger harvest. I hope so, at least. I hope we will be fine with the food. Here's something maybe we can check. Actually, hold on. Are they offering... Glad to see you. Okay, so I was expecting the trade that they have suggested. We will send 50 food in exchange for 36. We will send... No, I think this means that we have to send them food, and we don't want to do that. I mean, I would send them 28 metals for 50 food. I'm quite well for trading as long as you find our terms satisfactory. I'm not sure if which direction this goes. I'm not going to take the risk, because if it is, it's not clear, I have to say. Because if it means that we have to send 50 food, that's going to be a big problem. If it means that we have to send the metals, that's what I would... This is something I would do in a heartbeat. So let's not do that, but in order to, there is a way to basically find out if this is what they meant. So let's build another trading pad over here, and then we will suggest this exact same trade, and let's see if they're going to take us up on it. If they give us 50 food for 30 metals, this is definitely something I'm willing to do. I mean, we have more than enough metals, and we are in a bit of a need for food, so that would be a good trade for us. Alright, the pod is here with our machine parts factory and the other things that we have put on the pod. A little bit of food, a little bit of electronics. So let's bring it down. Alright. Let's destroy the pod so we have room for our rocket. Our little drones will take up all this. Let's build the machine part. A machine parts factory usually requires a lot of power. We will put it here. Let's see how much power exactly. I will have to check, but like I said before, we're good with the power, so that should not be a problem. How are we doing with the concrete? We have to tap into a new concrete source very, very soon. We have, like I mentioned before, we have one here, but we also have one here, which is more concrete but very low grade, which is not good. So I think we are going to go for this one first. But we still have a little bit left, so we can deal with this later. Alright, our rocket is almost here. The problem is the landing pad is now not available because of the stuff on it. Let's see, we have a medium workload here and we have a low workload here. So let's move over a few drones to here so they can help out. Research-wise, there was a couple of researches that have been finished before. This is almost done. Anything worth queuing up? Let's queue up this one definitely. And the polymers will be the next thing we will produce. This is the apartments. This is not critical for now. I'm not seeing the machine parts factory. It is somewhere, I think, in the engineering tree. Alright, so let's try it. Please get this off here. Do we maybe have a problem with storage? I don't think so. But still, in any case, I'm going to build food depot just in case we're running out of storage. What else is here? Electronics. Electronics, we definitely don't need a storage. Alright, the trading pad has been built. So let's try this out. We want to export metals and we want to import food. Let's see if anybody takes us up on this offer.
Dust storm approaching.
Great. We have a dust storm coming in. Alright. I don't see. Okay, so there is indeed somebody who's offering us 126 food for our 50 metals. I'm going to take them up on this offer. 126 food is going to, well, give us enough food for a long time. And 50 metals is a lot, but it's, I think, something for the moment at least we can live without. So we're accepting that trade. What happens now is that the rival colony will bring down their rocket. It will very soon land here. You can see it's already on the way. And then we will fill it with the 50 metals, and afterwards our drones will take out the 126 food. So, well, again, it's a lot of food, enough for the foreseeable future. Now I see also the harvest came in, so I want to stop producing wheat. The soil quality right now is 60. Once it goes up a little bit further, we can also produce something else. But like I said, we're good with the food. Okay, the landing pad has been cleared. Let's bring our colonists down. The machine parts factory has been built. As you can see, it needs 18 power. It's quite a lot, but we're still producing a surplus without any wind turbines. This is all only still solar panels and batteries. Alright, there is our colonists. The research of the crowdfunding was complete, so we got in a little bit money. Also, the trading, the rival colony rocket has arrived. This will now happen automatically. We will load up the metals. It's going to take a little while, but eventually it will happen. And our colonists have arrived. So let's see. Oh, we have no power connected to the extractor. That should do it. and then we already have our shift is full. However, I don't want this person who is not a geologist to work in the extractor, so I'm going to get her out of here, and I'm going to block down this spot so nobody else will take it. Also, I'm going to open this shift and put them at the midday shift. Again, it doesn't really matter when they work. What it does though is it spreads out our power needs for a little bit, which means if we have all the buildings working at the same time in the morning shift, then also our power needs are going to be the biggest during the morning. So I want to spread this out a little bit. So they are here, they are working, we're extracting some rare metals, which is great. I don't think that I will close the rare metals for now. I think I don't know yet what I'm going to do with the rare metals, so let's store them here for now, because if this is on, the rare metals automatically go into the rocket to bring them back down to Earth, right, to sell them. Alright, machine parts factory is also, the shift is also full with our 3 engineers. Of course we need to open here because we have 3 scientists somewhere, and we want them absolutely working here. Let's see where they are. Okay, they are here, so get out of here. And one is actually unemployed. I'm assuming that is the scientist, yes. So I'm assigning him to the research lab. So now we should have 2 full shifts of research, which is great. We have 1 shift of machine parts, which produces a little tiny bit, 1.4 per sol, but it's at least something. At least we have some machine parts being produced. And we are producing 1.6 rare metals per day. This is also a low-grade source, so it will also take some time, but it is a little bit, and at least gives us a little bit of a financial security. Let's put it this way. All right. We again ran out of time for this episode, guys. We have a little bit of a teaser here, cliffhanger if you will, for next time, where we have to deal with a dust storm. We've already dealt with 1 dust storm in the very beginning before we had any people, so that was an easy one. So now that we have people, there's a few things that we actually need to prepare and make sure that we're going to survive the dust storm due to many things stop working, like for example all our solar panels. So that's going to be fun. All of this we're going to do next time. This was it for today. I appreciate you watching, and would very much appreciate also you leaving a like or subscribe to my channel in order not to miss out the next episode, or if you want to go back and watch the first 3 episodes of this playthrough, of course you're also more than welcome to do that. For now, this was it. Thank you guys, have a good day, and bye bye.